Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Mr. Nilesh Khule, who is the co-founder, CEO of Forza Logistics Tech Lab Private Limited, a technology-led logistics company popularly known under the brand name Truck Bejo. The company is focused on connecting both supply and demand sides to deploy the most efficient logistics network. Catering to all three delivery miles, first, middle, and last mile of logistics, Truck Bhejo has all the leading FMCG, e-commerce, e-grocery, telecom, manufacturing, and retail majors as its clients. With a fleet of over 3,000 active trucks and 40 plus city network, the company has shipped over 2 million tonnages and fulfilled over 1 million deliveries. From being a son of a truck driver to a successful entrepreneur, Nilesh incorporated Truck Bhejo with pure passion and sheer grit, strategizing and charting out the plan to achieve results. Being his forte, Nilesh is focused on building scalable and sustainable business at Truck Bhejo. Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Matika. How are you?
I'm fine as well, sir. So, before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional journey.
So basically, I have come from a humble background. So my dad was a truck driver. So only one thing which had helped me during my complete career was the prime focus which my dad had on education. Okay, so he always wanted me to get into good school, have a better education, right? And that's how I started my humble journey from a son of truck driver to what we are today. The only benefit which I had, I got a better schooling, and somehow I managed to do well there as well. Before starting off Truck Bejo, I have done my MBA from IIM Bangalore, then worked with Reliance Jio as a mobility products manager, where I helped teams launch all the mobility products which you see in the market today, starting from voice video messaging, the geo tunes people use, even the Wi-Fi network, right, which right now people are using. So I was actually doing the product management for all the mobility products out there in the market. So during that tenure itself, uh, me and Supreet, who happens to be my batchmate from IIM Bangalore and my colleague in Reliance Jio, we actually stumble upon this challenge of supplying these network equipments to remotest locations of India, right? And that's where we realized that okay, this is a bigger problem when it comes to logistics, and that's how me and Supreet we decided to start on a new journey where we would create a logistics company which is tech driven because we were at the helm of creating digitization in India by launching services of Reliance Jio. So that's how we started this company in 2016. So it has been 5 years. We are actually working with all the major marquee customers and providing end-to-end services in logistics to them.
That's really commendable, sir. Talking about the unique name of Truck Bhejo, what inspired you to pursue this particular field as your business?
So basically, as I told you, I come from a family of truck driver, right? So uh, challenges of supply side, where the truckers, what kind of challenges a trucker faces, I was pretty much aware of it for like last 30, 32 years, right? I have seen my dad struggle and also excel in this particular industry. So that was one thing which I already had with me. And when we started working with a company like Reliance Jio, right, and that's where we realized that okay, even logistics is a bigger problem for bigger companies as well. So from a demand side as well, I came to know that okay, there are challenges from the demand side, and as I understood problems from the supply side, right, so I thought that okay, this is the best way to basically bring in technology to match both the sides, supply side as well as demand side, right? So and that's how we started the company. Like name, it's a common word which everybody uses when they require a truck, right? So whenever a customer calls a transporter, he eventually says that okay, truck Bejo, and that's how we came to this name.
Right, sir. So, as you mentioned about the challenges that you faced, so now I'd like you to tell something more about the challenges that you faced initially when you started the business.
So the first most important thing when you start entrepreneur journey, after coming from a marquee institutes like IIMs, right? You don't have as in you don't have basically you have never heard no, right, from customers, and that's the first thing which you get to know that okay, somebody would also say no to you in terms of doing whatever you are doing, right? So that was the first thing which we realized that yes, people were very apprehensive when we started off, that okay, logistics is not for the like white collar people, right? It's an unorganized space, why you guys are entering into it? So that was uh, the pushback which we received from our colleagues as well as from the families, right? But apart from these kind of pushbacks, that has actually helped us in realizing that okay, this is a bigger problem, and that's why people don't want to get into it, right? And you cannot leave this industry without a technology touch, right? And that's where we started off saying that okay, yes, we have to basically get into this and create a digital technology platform for a logistics industry, and create a company which is reliable and provides cost efficient services to the customer.
Moving ahead, sir, what are the product and services that Truck Bejo caters its clients with?
So basically, we are an asset-light company where we don't own the asset. We manage the vehicle which are available there in the market. In terms of the products and services, so we are an FTL company. So 100% of our business is full truckload business, and we manage end-to-end supply chain services for our customer, starting from the first mile, middle mile, and last mile. So end-to-end supply chain coverage is being provided to the customer, and the core of it runs on a technology platform which enables all the major three pillars of the ecosystem: customer, uh, truck drivers, and our internal operation managers, to actually seamlessly interact between each other and get a consistent transparency in the complete processes. So for a customer, what a customer gets from us, once a customer starts interacting with Truckbejo, he is rest assured that end-to-end logistics requirements of his would be fulfilled by Truckbejo.
Right, sir. So, since we all have certain plans for our future, so what are your future plans with respect to Truck Bejo?
So basically, if you look at the industry is so huge, looking at the size of the industry, right, it's almost a $240 billion industry. Um, uh, so plans, we are right now catering to only an FTL segment, and that to B2B contracted players, right? As in the large corporates. If you see all the major players who are in the industries like FMCG, telecom, retail, okay, these are our customer. Going forward, we envisage that post COVID, there would be a surge in the SME business, small medium enterprises, which would start selling products again, right? And they would require a very reliable and efficient supply chain network, and that's where we would try to up the game by providing our services along with the large corporate to the small and medium enterprises as well. And that's where we are launching a technology platform which would be directed towards the small medium enterprises, and they would be able to seamlessly experience the kind of services which large corporates experience on Truckbejo's platform. And that would be a new way of doing business for even the small medium enterprises, right? So that's the vision going forward. In like next 5 years, we want to see ourselves as a leading player in the logistics space, who is catering to both the segments, B2B corporates and the small medium enterprises as well. And that would actually help us create a good network effect. We envisage that we would be present in almost 200 cities in like next 4 to 5 years. That's a bigger vision.
And we wish you all the luck for all your future endeavors, sir. Moving ahead, you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign prevailing in the country at the moment. So, what are your views on the campaign, and how is your organization working towards it?
So, if you look at logistics space in itself, if you look at the ownership pattern of the vehicles, right? So, people have already like almost 85% of the people who run the vehicle are owner drivers. Okay, and these are the people who have already started on that mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? Wherein they bought their own vehicles, they started serving the nation by providing their services to the customers as well as to the logistics companies like us, right? So, in terms of the the Atmanirbhar campaign, which government of India is has launched, right? And as we are into the service industry, what we are trying to basically do is we want to enable the localized manufacturers or the small medium enterprises who are now again coming back into the business. Uh, we would enable their logistics and supply chain networks, and that would eventually help even these small medium enterprises grow and flourish. Similarly, even the existing supply base or the owner drivers which we have on our platform, right, would be able to get more and more business from these small medium enterprises. So that's how what we feel is that it's a match between both the things. People who are actually manufacturing products and trying to bring the economy back on track, we would be able to cater to them by providing better logistics services. Because eventually, during COVID, everybody realized that having a strong, reliable logistics network uh, i- is the way go ahead, right? As in, you have to have a strong network to send your products, whatever is the situation which arises, right? And that's how we feel that okay, it's a better and good opportunity for Truck Beju as well as for the small medium enterprises to grow together.
So, this is the question that I personally want to ask: that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
When we started off the company, right, we never thought that okay, we would come to a stage where we would get awarded for whatever work we are doing, right? But the only thing which me and Supreet, when we started the company, was that we want to do things right, okay, and we always wanted to actually create value in the ecosystem. Because as I come from a background of a truck driver's family, right, I always wanted to give back something to society. And now once platforms like Indian Achievers Forum are actually recognizing the efforts which we are putting. We feel extremely obliged to receive this award from IF, and we would like to continue on the journey which we are doing right now, right, and bringing smiles to the families of truck drivers and providing better services to the customer. So we feel very obliged when people actually recognize the kind of business and the kind of services which we are providing, and you have to actually look at the logistics space, right? So logistics is a hard business, okay, and it always, and that hardship always goes under the carpet. People take it for granted sometimes, right? So I really feel obliged that you guys have realized the effort which we are putting, and we would try to continue on our journey going forward as well.
Right, sir. Moving ahead now, since we know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also. And since the name of the company is Truck Bhejo, then what is the difference Truck Bhejo is making in the truck owner drivers' lives?
So, so if you look at right, the truck drivers' challenges was, as I told you, was known to me coming from that background. And if we look at the ownership pattern in India, almost 85% of the vehicle have been owned by owner drivers. Now, the major three challenges which these people face: one is there is no consistent income because they don't have visibility how the business is going to come. The second important thing is that the payments is a bigger problem. So these people don't receive payments on time. And the third most important thing is that this was the industry or the segment which was neglected in terms of the technology penetration, right? So these were the major three problems which we realized. Now, when a truck driver is working with TruckBejo, he is getting a consistent business, and he's also getting a return loads from our network as we are growing deeper with our existing customers and also across the geographies, right? So what a truck driver is getting from us, one, he's getting a consistent business, as almost 100% of our business comes from B2B contracts, and it's an FTL business. So they have a consistency of the business. And second is we make timely payments. 100% of the payments which we do are digitized. So there is absolute zero cash transactions which we do with the drivers. Now, what that helps owner driver is in creating the financial credibility, because all the income which he is getting, he can actually show to financial institutions if he requires loans or he requires some assistance from the banks as well, right? So that's how that's the financial credibility which we are provided to the truck drivers. Apart from that, there are other CSR initiatives which we also take care, like providing guidance to their kids regarding the education, and also like organizing camps for the kids, the medical camps for the truck drivers. So these are the few initiatives which we have taken. But the most important thing which I feel you have to do as a CSR with the drivers is that you give them consistent business and you give them timely payments. Okay, these are the two things, and rest things would be taken care by the driver themselves, because I am the better example of it. My dad was getting consistent income and consistent business, and that's how I was able to reach to whatever scale I have come to today. So those are the initiatives which we are taking with the drivers. Now, as all these truck drivers, right, they are extremely reliable. Now, it's not only what they get from us, right? What we get from them is also more important. So when we work with the owner drivers, we get a reliability of the service and also efficient deliveries. Okay, so that's how our customers are also valuing us. So it's a both way give and take which happens between our truck drivers and TruckBejo, and that has actually helped us grow our business to the current scale.
That's really great, sir. Before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
To all the new generation people who wanted to get into entrepreneurship, or for that matter excel in any field, right, the most important thing which you have to do is that you have to stick to the plans, whatever happens, right, irrespective of what people say, irrespective of what is exactly happening en route, right, or during the process. You have to trust the process, you have to trust yourself, and just take that leap and start working towards your goals. And eventually the results would come, whatever is the hard industry you are trying to crack, right, or whatever you want to do. Just believe. The second important thing is that have a good team, right? Having a support system, which I personally get from my colleague, or for that matter from my co-founders, my advisors, and family as well, right? So always trust on those people, share things with them, because emotional intelligence has now become a bigger problem, right? Everybody wants to start, but en route people start feeling depressed. So that's where I feel you have to have that support system, and always take that leap. No matter what, whether you are trying to switch a job, whether you are trying to start a new company, or whether you want to do anything in life, right, you have to take that leap forward. Trust your ecosystem, trust your vision, trust your processes, and everything will follow in place.
And that, I must say, sir, is a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks, Vatika. Thanks. Pleasure talking to you.